take. Typically, it takes 4 to 6 business days, but because of Thanksgiving weekend, it was gonna go up to like 10 business days. So I was gonna miss Thanksgiving.
Go down or like accelerate it?
No, it was gonna be. I wasn't gonna get it until after Thanksgiving. So I was like, I'll order it later then.
Man, I could have hooked you up real big.
Oh, I didn't know you had 2.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, dude. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Done and done.
I want to see everybody in pain, man. That'll be so much.
It ain't the holidays until you see your relatives black out. I mean,
so
that's how it always goes around these places.
I'm gonna see them all again.
Christmas
Eve. So.
Duh.
I'll take it up. I'm sure someone will.
I would welcome that.
Yeah.
Like the plague.
Alright, let's see.
Because I want it all to be over. Oh man, what an awful time of year this is. Whew. Well, hello to YouTube. We're only 5 minutes off on our hard stuff.
What's up, YouTubes?
Hi.
How's the view? Is that right?
Yes, you're good.
Okay. Sure, it's
yeah,
all right?
Where you're at is good. Don't worry about it.
Cool.
Hello, podcast.
It's better. It's definitely better than what was it before. It's always just to the side of you. You're fine now.
I never know why I never use this one.
Yeah, in 2020 we're gonna get it right.
Well, hopefully
we're gonna find a way.
Hopefully we could double our listenership. That would be my goal.
We were talking about this prior to your arrival. We need to increase our viewership as well.
That's true. We need more social engagement. It's tough. I mean, being a social media coordinator is a job in and of itself. I mean,
that's right.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Can I get paid to do that?
I mean, yeah, but
actually,
you can. I mean, if you can you can show the type of numbers and engagement that you get from other sites, then yeah, sure, leverage it for sure. We have it now that you can do it, and then you can just be like, hey, I do it for our podcast, I can do it for yours, and then it snowballs.
Yeah, I'll get back to you on
sure,
that.
Sure, see, I knew it. I knew it.
I'll let you know when those
right.
numbers and things you were talking about come to fruition.
Sure, man.
And I can flex nuts on that one.
Right.
Give me a 3-second buffer.
I have PTSD when it comes to this song, though, I have to say.
Why?
Do you not remember why? I don't know why you're playing this, number one. Number two, I can't believe you can't remember why I'm scarred for what the song represents to me now. I used to love it. Now it stinks on ice.
I'm sure it's for the E. I don't know. I forget.
No clue.
No.
He doesn't know, or you don't know, because if it's okay.
I don't remember. I don't know.
So he has a blank.
Yes, I have a blank.
This is a blind spot to him. Are you just playing this to torment me at this rate, or what's going on?
Well, I had another reason.
Okay.
I just felt.
I'll defer to you because I don't want my personal issues to really muddy this up at all.
Well, for me, I just felt like I'm assuming too. I'm assuming for you guys, there was a lot of excessive eating, drinking. For me, I was actually working through the Thanksgiving holidays, and
he's not dying today. Though.
That's true.
Thank Christ.
I need to regulate myself, man.
I see.
Everything was a little so super excessive that I shut. It was late Sunday night. I shut down completely. My system was just pissed off at me.
No mas. No mas.
No more eating. Chill out on the alcohol. Chill out on the work. My brain died. My body died. So I was like, I need to regulate.
It's the second half of a 2-night record for us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Things shutting down.
Yeah.
Eyes closed.
But then the other reason, when I was listening to this, I was like, you guys remember? I remember back in your house, we used to put this up on MTV, and you guys figured out you could do closed captions.
It's the best.
It's
the best. TV. We figured out the lyrics that way.
Our homemade karaoke machine.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Because we didn't know the lyrics. We were like, well, how he's too quick. He's singing. Nate Dogg was singing too quickly.
Did he say strap in or strap on?
I was like, I don't
quite
know.
Make that out. Hit mute.
Yeah. So we hit mute, and it came out.
You think there's some poor soul on the other end typing along?
Yeah.
Hands exhausted, trying to keep up with Nate Dogg.
They didn't have machine learning then. They were just typing all the way.
That is not the lyrics, man.
Yeah. No, definitely not. Or into the G.
They made do.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Just like I made do at Rob's wedding when David Tran.
Oh, yes.
Oh, is that?
That's
it. That's it.
Frantically started running around the room like, I need to find John. John can sing. John! And he's just screaming in my ear as I'm blacking out at the table because I'd taken far too many shots.
That was so
Hennessy.
funny.
That's
I do
very
remember
funny.
that
I
now.
remember that now. Yes. Yes.
Pushing
Yes.
him away. Just get away. And then I just had to... And then I realized that the actual lyrics were about to hit, so I got to snap to and just start rapping.
Yeah, that's right.
Just
Okay.
the worst.
All right,
I
I
understand. You're like everyone's jukebox.
Oh,
Remember we used to have them on the
On the
bike?
bikes, and then
Dance,
he
monkey,
would
dance.
Just like
dance,
sing, man. Sing,
pride.
sing.
Come on,
No,
man.
Sing that song.
sing. No. Next.
Couldn't
It's-
afford Walkmans,
What
just
ever.
had to listen to me sing and rap.
Yeah, we didn't have Walkmans.
No, couldn't
No.
afford it. Too poor.
The rhythm is the bass and the
Just like
bass
there's a
is the
poor
double.
start to this show. Oh, Lord. Well, thank you for that.
Melody.
I wish you good luck on your regulating.
I've been pretty good this week.
Let's all mount up.
Today was I think the first real drink of the week, and that's why I'm off the vodka because like
Vodka.
I had a sip of vodka before I come here. I was like, oh, this hitting me hard, man. I need something more
Lights
mellow.
turning out.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I mean, you've built your tolerance was way too high prior.
I think so.
Yeah, so you kind of cleanse yourself. So let's say
All it
Sunday to
takes is
Thursday.
3
Okay,
days.
it's 3 days. Holy smokes! All right, 3 days. It's not bad. Wish it was better.
Yeah.
That's all.
We might need an intervention.
Mm.
All right. Maybe after the show. Live from Eddie's room in the Badslant studios, this is the Badslant podcast. Oh, and as we do the intro, the drinks get poured. It just makes sense, doesn't it?
What? Well, why are you talking? I gotta do something.
I guess.
Apparently.
No one's listening. John's just talking. I'm the moderator. Hashtag moderator. He's just Jack,
Yo.
and he's the bartender for only himself.
Hello.
That is an ambitious pour. Can I just show this to the folks on YouTube?
The YouTubes.
Sweet merciful Christ. There's usually like a, I forget what that term is.
Stupid line.
Yes.
There's a stupid line.
We learned it
I
in
didn't know
7th
that.
grade science, but there's a point in the glass where it arches down.
Oh, or that.
Yeah, we've far exceeded that in Ice's pour of wine here, so this is the evidence that this man is trying to get back on the horse. Or back on the train, or what is it when you
I don't
start
know.
drinking
I
again?
don't know.
He's on the wagon.
On the wagon.
I get so annoyed when you go to restaurants. And
No, he's off the wagon. That's what. Sorry.
Off the wagon.
He's off the wagon.
And then you order a glass of wine, and every glass at restaurants they have a little symbol where they tell you to stop pouring till for
Right.
the bartender.
No, we blast past that.
This is his silent protest every time he
Like,
comes.
There's
Screw you.
no manager pours here. There's
Yeah.
no manager pours.
None whatsoever. The non-manager pour Iceman is here
The
in full
Iceman
effect,
cometh.
and he's going to be wrecked in 5 minutes. But be that as it may, you can catch his drunken shenanigans on badslant.com, Instagram and Twitter at badslant. Thank you for watching us on YouTube. If you're there, we're gonna get more of you. In
Please.
2020.
That'd be great. That'd be nice.
Yeah, it would be.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, but we're gonna get there.
We're good, man.
Yeah, I know.
We'll be there.
If we ever have our business meeting, we will determine our strategy to getting there. But before we can increase our listenership, we'll have to say thanks to the folks listening on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, TuneIn, Stitcher, CastBox, and Pandora. Wherever you listen, give us a 5-star review, subscribe. We appreciate it all the same. And of course, I hope folks were doing their Black Friday and Cyber Monday shopping through our links on badslant.com/support. I mean, I did the AirPod bit the other week, but I bought a whole bevy of things through our links.
We need to check that account.
We should probably check to see
how
how
that's going.
how swole we are. But you mentioned that you bought some things through our links this past week.
Oh, yeah.
One item in particular that you were very adamant about getting mentioned on this show, and I saw the thing and I couldn't quite like wrap my head around it of why you were so effusive or waiting to be effusive about this product. But the floor is yours, sir.
Yeah.
I defer.
I can't remember. It was probably last episode we mentioned like my trip to Wisconsin. I said the best thing about that trip was that shower, right?
Oh yeah.
So, and I wasn't kidding. I wasn't exaggerating. The best thing about that trip was that shower at the DoubleTree.
So he left Wisconsin and said, "I gotta take a shower, bro."
Yeah.
So I came back home and I was telling the wifey, I was like, I've had the best shower ever. Like
Best.
Like there was a lot of heat. Like the hot water actually got hot.
Spit take.
And the pressure in that thing was insane, man. I was like, why can't we have this at home? And then she was like, you know what? I did notice that we don't have a lot of hot water. So then it went through this whole bit. Like we were looking at the water heaters, and then we realized that our water heater tank is super old. It's like from like the late 70s, like 79.
What?
Yeah, like the previous owners never replaced the thing.
He's got a 4-decade-old water pump.
Yo, that thing needs to be.
I know.
It needs to be changed, bro.
We contacted our home warranty. Luckily, we had it when we purchased the home.
Oh, good.
And it was covered. So we got a new water heater installed, which gave us like insane like hot water. I was like, check one. Now where's the pressure? So I started reading some articles. Realized that the other part of it is you can get a new shower head, and that they have a lot of new features where you can have a jet and all this stuff. So I got this one on Amazon. It's the Aquadance Total Chrome 3-way shower head. But like I read reviews on a shit ton of different shower heads. This is legit, man. Like I bought one of these.
I thought I was hearing a shower head for a second.
I took there's like a little diffuser for your water pressure. There's something in there that kills the pressure of the water, and maybe it's by law, I don't know, by like code or something. So I pulled that.
It's like
thing
a governor.
Out.
It sounds like a governor. Yeah.
So I pulled that thing out, installed it today. Oh, I had the best shower of my life, man.
His forehead caved in just a little bit.
Had hot water, had the jets, had everything, and for only $26, man.
Seriously?
It's incredible.
Nice.
Now, so
incredible.
After that one shower, I'm sold. I ordered 2 more, and I'm gonna replace every shower head in the house. And I'm all in, man. For $26,
can't beat it.
Can't beat it.
I was half expecting him to take one of the shower heads and just like slam it on the floor and just make sure that it stays there permanently.
No, this thing is incredible, man. If you guys aren't having the best showers, and I'm telling you, this thing will help with the pressure part, and you know if you're having issues with the heat, it's the water heater.
This has been
sound advice. The sound advice from Mr. Henry.
So I say address those 2 things, and you'll have the best shower in your life.
Excellent.
Guaranteed.
This is incredibly educational.
And if you need help installing, let me know. I'll come over.
Okay.
Done deal. Boom, babe.
Oh God.
Dead ass, yo.
Dead ass though.
I'm hoping the shower is actually helping him. I'm still very concerned.
Seriously.
He's got callbacks to.
Did I use it right?
Yes.
Ass, yo?
Yeah, you got it.
I don't know if that's the person you want to We might need an outside source. Well, we got a lot to get to besides the shower pressure and the household device. We're coming off Thanksgiving, coming off pretty strong, I would say. So we want to get to what I want to get to what you guys actually did for the Thanksgiving holiday. We'll talk about some Apple stuff. That's always just simmering below the surface with ice. So you have to think we poke at that bear once, and it's going to be just a bukkake of Apple news.
I'll constrain myself. Don't worry.
Yeah, I don't know. And we got a whole mishmash of happenings that are pertinent to us, but we'll get to all those things in a bit. But first and foremost, Thanksgiving. Actually, saw you boys right on the heels of it. I wasn't expecting to see all of you. I mean,
me neither.
But
it's quite a coincidence.
Yeah, it wasn't planned that way. But Jack, how did you spend the holiday, as it were?
With my in-laws, we
didn't spend it together.
No, we did not. You spent it with your in-laws.
Yes.
So we decided to schedule a rendezvous afterward, and that's when we all met up. Yeah, strategically was afoot. So I just spent it with my in-laws. We had.
Was there any blacking out? Was there any urge for you to see your in-laws suffer? Because that's what we found from Ice in the opening.
No, I didn't want to give them hot sauce and to make them try it. So
Did
you
wish ill on the people.
No, not at all.
I spent Thanksgiving with.
No, to be honest, I didn't eat as much as I thought I would. We had a big spread. It was like ham, mashed potatoes, corn, stuffing, and
all your traditional Korean.
Yeah, and then a little bit of Korean food as well, kind of mixed in there, and I had a plate, and then I didn't eat as much as I thought I would. So, but it was a good enough. I didn't go crazy.
I remember getting a drunken Slack message.
Yes.
But it was you sending a GIF about like Joey from Friends.
Yes,
I
don't remember sending that. I just remember saying that I was drunk.
But yeah, all you volunteered was that you were drunk.
I am drunk.
Kind of
yes.
flew in the face of that entire message.
Yeah, your boy was drinking a bunch of Whistle Pig with my brother-in-law. So
did you pick that up? Yeah,
I picked it up. He never tried it. Oh no, he did at my house previously, but like we were. I think at first it needs to breathe a little bit, I would say.
A little harsh?
Yeah, it's a little harsh. And then, like, my mother-in-law started to
burn.
notice that we were enjoying it a lot more after the third glass. So we were like, all right. She was like, you guys got to slow down. I was like, nah, we keep going. And so yeah, that's how I spent my time.
That's a fine way to spend Thanksgiving, but I just want to point out the fact that you're a fraud because you stated that you were wearing your Thanksgiving pants.
Yes, yeah. I mean, I felt full at the time, but like
you're full of Whistle Pig.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
for sure.
You guys be happy to know the bottle of Whistle Pig that once resided in my home also empty. So
crushed. You guys drink it?
Wasn't even like a Thanksgiving thing. It just slowly it's like it evaporated.
It's just like a glass a night, and you're just like, by the time, like maybe a couple days later, you're like, what happened? Like, it's gone.
This pig's been whistling on his own. Free and gone into the ether, but nice little Thanksgiving, I guess.
Yeah, it was definitely.
So is Whistle Pig one of those you sip, right? 'Cause I know the last time you gave us a little sample.
Yeah, we shot it. Yeah, which is not a good idea.
I'm pretty sure I was just looking at you both with contempt as you threw it back because I was trying to enjoy the glass. But yeah, I think it's
one
a
of those
sipping whiskey.
Okay,
for sure.
But it does have some bite to it, so it's not quite one where you can like sip it all day long. It does have some.
It has a bite to it.
Oh, I got a bottle waiting for us. I'm assuming we're gonna do a Christmas episode of one of these upcoming weeks. So when we do our Christmas festivities, I got a bottle that I'm gonna bring.
Nice.
He's gonna be off the wine and back on the whiskey.
It's gonna be a whiskey night.
Nice. Was wine the drink of choice for Thanksgiving for Ice?
Let's see. Yeah, actually it was. I think it started a little stronger. I think I started with some whiskey and some vodka.
And that's your problem right there.
Well,
you just started mixing everything.
so I started really heavy, and then I was feeling really good, and then I needed to tone down, so then I trickled down to a vodka and then to wine.
He winds down with vodka. I just
got it.
Want to make that clear.
Wine is so clean. I mean, vodka is so clean, man. Like, there's nothing wrong with drinking vodka.
No, it's not. It's just when you mix it with, you mix all the brown and all the white, whatever that go-go song was. I forgot.
We really need an urban culture.
I don't know. I forgot.
Expert.
Yeah.
Liam? No.
No, he's far from
Please,
that.
God, no. Don't want to. You know what? I'm not even going to dig into that Pandora's box there.
I mean, my day was great.
You were just pouring accelerants into your body.
I mean, there was the usual. I do the same thing every year. It's just drinking a lot with the cousins and the in-laws and all that stuff.
You got a big family too.
It's huge.
A lot of in-laws.
Not my side, but I think that's what makes it a lot easier for us. Is my family leaves to Thailand prior to Thanksgiving, so we do an early Thanksgiving.
Perfect.
With my family. It's not even Thanksgiving because we don't eat Thanksgiving food, so it's just getting together eating Thai food. And then after that, we do the wifey side, which is just like a party.
A smorgasbord.
It's always like a big event. The one thing we did different this year that was awesome is we did flag football. We wanted to try to introduce a new tradition.
You guys are old too.
I know.
Why?
A bunch of old people together on a cold ass day.
It was very cold
this year. You guys
this
remember that morning?
Yeah.
It was windy and it was freezing.
Why?
Because I mean, you always hear like everyone talks about playing, some turkey bowl in the morning, and then it's like it's good to have some exercise before you go out and have like your big meal, right?
But you're not an undergrad. Like,
did you guys play football when we were growing up? I remember I would play tackle football with my friends on Thanksgiving because we didn't cook, we didn't do anything.
No.
No, you didn't
Yeah,
play.
joints feel faster.
Never
Jeez.
did it on Thanksgiving Day. No.
Really?
We've done it other days, but not on that day. Because that day has always been like, I don't know. There's always so much going on that we didn't have time to go and do those things. But we're trying it out, I think. And then this year was a lot of fun. I don't know if we can always do it Thanksgiving morning because it's like there's so much going on that day that to be gone for a couple hours to go play football is probably not the best thing to do. So we may move it to like another day, maybe the day before or something, or the day after. Maybe Black Friday.
Yeah, it seems kind of lame.
I don't know.
It's a Thanksgiving bit.
Yeah, it's a Thanksgiving tradition.
Because the problem with that is like we couldn't get enough players because everyone's like, oh, I'm cooking this morning, or I'm getting ready for this.
Did your phone ring on Thanksgiving?
Nah, I didn't
morning?
get a text.
I'm pretty sure mine.
Yeah, so next year I want a huge turnout. I want to play some serious flag football.
Nah, I didn't get no text or call.
I don't think we're gonna get that call.
Nah, negative.
Oh, come on, man. You got family stuff to do.
I need
you always
cleats.
complain about broken elbows or knees or something. I don't know.
I used to have cleats.
Oh, I brought out my cleats and everything.
Excellent.
Did you get decleated at any point?
It's flag football. How is he going to get decleated?
He's kind of old.
We played 3-on-3 flag football.
That's rough. That is rough. I don't know what.
There's
It's
one
like
QB
flag football 21.
There's like one QB and two receiver rushers.
How many people do you need for a good flag football game? Then?
I mean,
5 on each side. 10.
I think 5 would have been a lot more competitive.
That's really sad.
But I think
Like a full court game. All right.
But I feel like
you realize that's one person blocking, one person throwing, and one person catching when it's 3-on-3.
Yeah.
I say at a minimum, if you can do 5-on-5, it'll be.
You should have had permanent court.
That's what I was gonna say. You should have permanent QB.
This is disgusting. Oh my god.
But it was a lot of fun though. I think it's been so long that
vodka helps.
We've gotten together and we play basketball at our old age, and it's a lot of fun. And to mix it up and go out and play a different sport, playing football, like we watch it every week.
Yeah,
it looks so easy.
No.
You stupid quarterback! Why can't you throw this? Why'd you miss that receiver? Why'd you underthrow? Why'd you overthrow? Oh, dude, when you're in the moment and you're playing that role,
it's tough.
It's super.
It's super hard.
I give him a lot of credit because
of course
you really got to understand your receivers and your routes. Like, cause I actually drew up plays like
on your hand.
Yeah. I was like, all right, you guys, you're gonna go out.
You're gonna do a drag route, and that's all you're gonna do, just drag.
It's good. You see Ice with a little smiley face on his hand doing like button hooks.
You're gonna go long, and then you're just gonna do a drag route. There you go.
No,
that's it.
I had some good plays set up, man. And
did you do any reversals?
He's Mike Martz over here.
Yeah, he's Kyle Shanahan over here.
All right, I had this one play. Right?
Oh god, here it is. It's
So I had the ball. I was a QB.
I
had 2 receivers to the right, and
Trips.
I had a kid.
Or doubles.
And I had a kid.
Cannons to the left.
There was a little kid that wanted to play with us. I mean, it's a family.
You picked up a rando?
No, not a rando.
He was just riding his bike next to the field.
You guys look like you need some help. I'm tagging you.
Anyways, besides the point, it was a niece. So, but she wanted to play, but we didn't really. She can't. Compete against adults, so we
didn't have good hands.
So I set up this great play, right? It was like we had 2 receivers on the outside, had it right next to me. I said, when I snap the ball, the 2 receivers is going to cross to create a block where the receivers are going to run with them.
You ran a pick play.
And then I gave her a handoff.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
So it was set up perfectly.
So it was just,
it just didn't get executed perfectly.
Because
there was no practice time, man.
The small
I know
for not properly executing.
There's no run through.
She ran behind me, like
she doesn't know.
I was like, no, I'm not doing a handoff behind me.
She doesn't know.
Like we're setting the blocks for you. Go right. It didn't work that way.
It's amazing he didn't win a Super Bowl on that
I know.
Thursday.
God.
It's
all good. Well, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
That sounds like an awesome time.
Of fun.
Yeah.
Long story short, I really want to get a lot of people out next year. I think just because it was so much fun, I think if we can get 10 plus people out there,
let's get a Badslant game.
Are you proposing a Badslant Turkey Bowl?
Bingo! Can we please do that next year? I want this to be epic, man.
A little late in the year, but we can pencil it.
We can start training.
We can even do like a mid-season practice where we can try somewhere around spring.
Talk about practice, bro.
You go too far. if you're telling us that we're invited next year, that's
yeah.
a step in the
We
right
need
direction.
We need an invitation.
This was a trial to figure out because
I don't want the non-vite.
It was a
we
non-invitation.
literally
It was an invitation.
just bought the flags, so it's like to test
Language.
out the flags.
Oh, okay.
I've got a football.
I had a deflated football that I was swinging pretty much, so it was deflate gate totally.
So we're playing with less than the requisite number of people and non-regulation football.
Right.
I just want to make sure that the parameters are set well in advance.
But it was a tons of fun.
Seemed like you had a good time.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Great
Posting
exercise.
pictures
So,
and flexing nuts.
Yeah.
So
you know.
next year, I think we're gonna do it big. I'm gonna invite.
Do it big, all right.
We're gonna invite everybody we know.
All right, Warren G, you're gonna do it real big. Can't wait.
You smoke like I smoke.
And then you regulate your trans fats. All
He's gonna regulate himself afterward.
But afterwards, I mean, the feast itself. I don't know if I ever told you guys, but I hate turkey, so I'd spend.
Yes.
I spend most of the day eating sides.
Yes.
I think turkey's overrated. It's really all about the sides because
Bro, you haven't had it with my ginger scallion sauce.
the turkey with ginger scallion.
You bet your sweet ass.
That
Yes.
sounds amazing.
That sounds good.
You can put that thing in your morning coffee. It'll save the day.
See, I'm not gonna do that though.
Just give it a shot.
Are you guys the turkey cookers every year?
I've hosted Thanksgiving once in this abode, and
Awesome.
I think I did okay with the turkey. It wasn't the best turkey I've ever had.
It was okay.
It was fine.
Jeez,
Wait,
man.
I was joking.
I
I'm not saying.
Yeah,
Did
we-
I cook turkey with you guys too?
I think you did.
Okay,
man.
so then perhaps it's 2 Thanksgivings I actually cooked the turkey in this household.
I can't remember what we ate. I remember watching football. That's what
Yeah,
I remember.
we did the normal
Yeah.
shit here. But I've actually cooked for the wife's family and brought the whole, like, she's got a brood. She's Filipino, so there's a lot of them. I was worried. I needed a fail-safe to make sure that Thanksgiving went off properly. So in case I blew up the turkey in some way, shape, or form,
Gadoosh.
I had the ginger scallion sauce on standby. Which again, it's
So you just pour it on
it's
the
just
turkey?
ginger and scallion and salt and oil. And
You just based
Don't-
it or
don't-
something?
No.
It's just a
You
side
have
sauce.
the sauce
Oh, got
ready.
it.
You
And
should
then-
like put it inside the turkey skin and cook it and all.
It-
It's a different taste then.
Yeah, I just don't think it would like you let the turkey cook the way that it normally should, but then if it gets overcooked, the sauce will save it. So that was my strategy in
If it
saying
was too
Thanksgiving.
dry or it
Right.
had no flavor.
If it was under
You know
salted,
what I
under
just
seasoned,
thought of?
yes. What?
Like like how you go to Chinese restaurants, they do like that garlic chicken and stuff.
It's
Can't you
the
do that
best.
with the turkey?
Yeah, why not? Oh, you want to steam the turkey?
Well,
Because that's what they do.
Steam or deep fry. So, like sometimes
fried
they
it.
do the crispy,
Yeah.
with the crispy skin and all that.
You want me to sous vide a 16-pound turkey? He's just full of he's chock-a-block with great ideas.
Full of ideas, buddy.
I can't
Full of
believe it.
You're
ideas.
welcome.
I'll perhaps we'll try that next year, prior to the Badslant Turkey Bowl. But that's my pro tip to you. If you don't like turkey in and of itself, the sauce can really save the day.
Oh
for you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ginger. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ginger, scallion.
Yes.
I'm a ginger and scallion kind of guy.
Yeah. I got you, bro. Don't worry. Next year
Not so much the wifey.
we're
She
gonna
hates
knock it
both
out
of
apart.
those things.
What?
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna make her.
She's
believe
lame.
her. I'm gonna make her believe her.
She's Korean.
I don't know how those two things are related.
I don't know. I mean, she should like scallions at least, right?
I guess. Good.
Really?
Lord.
Actually, she
Yeah,
should.
yeah. Now, like cilantro, like I can
Oh yeah,
understand.
she doesn't like. She hates cilantro.
Yeah,
Is that a Korean thing?
I hear it's a genetic thing. They like if they taste it, for them. It's for people who hate it. It tastes like soap. So there's a soapy flavor to it. So I don't know. Like, but I know it's a Korean thing. So it's probably genetic somewhere down the line. God damn it, who cares?
Somewhere in their DNA.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're fancy.
It's not a racist thing the way that somebody else.
No, it's not.
implied.
No, it's not racist.
It's
Just
genetic.
genetic. Yeah, it's genetic.
I'm allowed to say it. I'm married to one.
Well, I am too. So.
Jonathan.
I didn't say it. What is genetic is the fact that Jack keeps winning on.
No,
on
I
show prizes.
What is this all about?
No, well,
I
yeah.
couldn't believe just
What?
the days after Thanksgiving. It's just, hey, you guys should totally be checking out.
Well, I checked. That's why I let you know. I let you
checking
know.
for these joints, yo. They dropping
Well-
right now.
well, the background-
He's just rubbing it in.
No, I'm not rubbing it in. I'm
Oh.
asking you guys to check.
And he's not even gonna keep it. What the?
No, I don't know yet. I
Come
don't
on.
know yet. I don't know yet.
Hey, y'all didn't get the notification, bro? I got these bread 11s, bro. What? Oh, it already said I got them. They in the box. It's all good. Don't worry, baby. I got you.
Oh,
Well, okay. So the background is
what a dick.
the bread 11s are coming out, and so I let you guys know. Hey, check to make sure that you have it. It's exclusive access. They
Mhm.
release on the 14th, so check to make sure.
They did a shock drop. And, they just walked by the house and dropped it on the front doorstep. I don't know, baby. But you should see this in your sneakers app, I guess. If you ain't like that.
Oh God, I'm sorry.
Ah, yeah, you should
You're the
be.
worst.
I mean, I'm
Seriously.
trying. I'm trying
Like,
to let
I don't
you know.
who you sucked off or made the handshake deal or just
No,
threw
there's no-
thousands of dollars at. But evidently, like, you've got the inside track and then you make us feel like assholes for not being on that same track.
How am I making you feel like that?
Oh, I don't know.
Every week he's
I don't
like,
know, the got him post. I don't know, just...
every week on Fridays he's all like, "Oh, this is the Instacop. You guys
have
gotta
to
get this."
hashtag Instacop. That's
And then-
what you gotta do.
And then
That's
we all
the
try like,
That's the new.
Hey AJ, you get one of those?
I'm telling y'all to go after it because
Like,
what
check
I'm
it, baby.
what I'm telling you is it took a bunch of L's prior to this to get to where I'm at now.
Okay,
So
to clarify, do we need to go after everything that gets put out there?
At this
Do we
No,
point,
no,
need
no,
to
no,
buy-
no, no, no. All the hype stuff. So whatever I'm telling you to get, go for it.
Every week he's like, "You guys gotta get this."
We have to keep
So we all
losing.
try. I got an L. AJ.
Well, you've hit before.
I hit
Once.
a year ago.
Well, that's what,
Exactly a year ago.
yeah. Well,
Nothing
wow.
since. Zero. Nan. Nada. As Trick Daddy would tell us. Nan. Nada. Nada. Nan. I'm sorry. No, it's Cat Williams. Sorry. Nan. Nada. Not a one. I'm not racist.
No, you're
But-
not. You're not.
But are you telling me that I need to continue to attempt and fail
Correct.
in order to get to the
And buy some
exalted position that
Buy
you're in?
some other sneakers. So apparently,
Just buy shoes
buy
every
garbage.
week.
Buy-
Just
no, I
buy
mean,
garbage
but-
and return it.
there is a theory out there that if you're using the other Nike apps, you're actually
There
very
are other apps.
like they're
You
the
know
Nike
those-
Run Club app, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
And then
Do
there's
you buy stuff through that too?
no, you can, but like if you're tracking your runs, like they just want to make sure that
I
you're.
got a shitload of miles on that.
So do I.
I should have some street cred with them.
You
Come on,
should,
man.
but that's why I tell you, I'm like, yo, just go for it, just
I
go
hate
for it, just
cardio.
go for it.
I despise cardio.
Oh,
Yeah, you
come
do.
on.
It's all. Was it?
It's
Power?
all in the hips. So I need to continue taking L's.
Yeah, take L's. It took me a long time
I'm
to
so
catch.
sick of seeing Gothams from this motherfucker.
Okay, I won't post anymore unless I hit something hype.
No, please do. I just hate you for it.
Thank you.
It's just
He hits every week.
I'm not
It's
hitting
so
every-
annoying.
I'm not hitting every week.
Oh
it's
my
the window
God.
of time between hey, you should check for these shoes and hey, I already have them.
Okay, so granted,
It's just the duration of time that
Granted.
is so irksome.
I am kind of spotty in my notifications to you guys, so I will be more cognizant of that and tell you what the hype releases are, so that you guys can actually just go for it. So I'm
We'll
sorry.
go in.
Yeah, just go in. Just at least go for it.
I'll just pretend you don't exist at the same time.
I actually hit on Adidas too, which was crazy.
I'm gonna pistol whip you before you walk out of these
I swear
doors.
to God, man.
I never hit. I've
See,
never.
Only Jack will wear the Instacop T-shirt when we print it. Like, that's going to be the law of the land
Oh
going
my
forward.
I couldn't
Like,
believe I hit it. I was like, oh wow, I've never hit it ever.
I think I told him before the show started. The only thing I Instacop this week was like a 6-pack of seltzers that looked like they were on clearance. It's the only thing that I'm actually capable of getting with the ease with which you get Air Jordan. So I mean, congratulations! Your good fortune continues to run through the holiday season.
I gotta play the lottery. That's what I do.
You gotta do something, man. You're wasting your time hanging out with us and buying
Only
shoes.
wins for Instacops are Apple stuff because I am on it right up until release time, and then I'm like, buy, and then
Bye.
like
like
between
9 iPhones.
my phone, my tablet, my desktop, something's gonna hit, and I get it.
Well,
So,
yeah, you're the prime candidate. So they know by activity in your profile. They know.
they better know by now. Sheesh.
What's your angle? Just seltzers.
Yeah. I'm heavy in the seltzer game. Shout out to Polar Seltzer with the roommate songs. Those things are delicious and nutritious. My God. Well, Ice brought up the Apple bit. Are you still insta-copying even though Jony Ive has gone the way of the dodo?
I mean,
I was concerned when I heard the news. Like
But he was
know-
already on the way out. Anyways,
I know
right?
that, but I'm saying like for the fact that it actually became official, like around the holiday season, it's a very emotional time for everybody. But like it's gonna cut to the quick with this guy. So
yeah, I mean that was it was tough news when I first heard that he was actually leaving. I mean I don't blame him for it because
goddamn PETA commercial.
because I mean I think what's gotten me into Apple is Steve Jobs. I think he was such a visionary, and from the moment that he came back to Apple, Jony was his right.
Somebody tell me what's right. Is it Jony or Johnny?
I think it's like I feel like everyone.
Is it
says
Jahan?
Johnny.
I don't know. What the hell's his
Everyone
name?
says Jony Ive.
I guess.
Just stick with Jony Ive.
All right.
So Sir Jony Ive. So he was always Steve Jobs' right hand man. So like they always saw eye to eye on just like the approach to how do we design these products, and and with the passing of Steve Jobs, knowing that Johnny was there, he knew the way that he knew the way that Steve thought. So having him around made me feel at ease that he was going to keep things in check, that he would do what Steve wanted.
So you're saying the golden age is over.
It is.
I should start
'Cause
buying
now-
Motorola flip phones.
I mean, now that he's gone, okay, when he initially left, the news was he's leaving, but they're gonna contract to his company. He's gonna go off and start off his own agency called Love From, and he's gonna design his
He
whatever.
knows too much.
He's gonna do whatever projects he wants now. He's not
good.
tied to just Apple products. He can do these spin-offs. He can do shoes if he wanted to.
Sweet.
So that's what
Jony
he
Ive
wanted
11s.
to. He
I
has
can't wait.
he has bigger aspirations to design beyond Apple products,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Why not?
Especially he's getting approached by everybody. Just
Can he
like
design trucks?
He can. He's been working on the Apple car for so long, so he technically.
That's not a thing.
Yeah, you never know. So with him being gone, that just it just concerns me a little bit, and I just feel like you're beginning to see the next era beyond Steve and Johnny now. It's like now they're doing whatever they feel is right for business because Tim Cook is running the show completely.
What's best for business?
So they run off with things that makes business sense.
Of
So
course.
financial sense.
Yeah.
So that's why they're doing well financially. It's just not what the diehards really want.
Yeah.
The fanboys really want. So that's why they're moving to the services business. Right?
Yeah, they want subscriptions.
Apple
yeah,
TV.
exactly.
They're
all
done
that
taking L's. They want to start catching those dubs.
Dubs, yeah.
So, I mean,
exclusive access
so-
dubs.
Yeah.
So it's sad.
While
but
supplies
it-
last.
I mean, we'll see where it goes from here. I mean, they're still delivering quality stuff. It's just it's
Sure.
always not at the the pace and the.
They're not innovative anymore. I mean, because Apple was the innovator, they created the iPhone, so
Yeah,
it created a whole new market, right?
Before when Steve was around, it was always like they were the first ones to do stuff
Mhm.
to kind of set the standard. Now they're claiming that when they do things right.
Correct.
So it's like I get it, but you're late now because just because you do
You
things
suspect.
you do things 5 years later. Yeah, you may do things right, but it's 5 years later.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of like the days where you're doing things right.
Take some
like,
chances, god damn it.
Seriously.
Yeah.
If you're not first, you're last.
Exactly. Can they make like Ricky Bobby the CEO?
Right?
That'd be great.
That would be great.
Oh my god. Can you imagine?
That'd be great.
Man.
Everything smells like Wonder Bread. That'd be the day.
I love
But long live Apple, and I'm gonna start pre-ordering Samsung products now.
So you mentioned you're not a big fan of your AirPods anymore.
Wait, did Jony Ive design the AirPods Pro?
No.
Okay, first off, the name kind of sucks. Like, is it AirPod Pros or AirPods Pro? Like, it's. I guess it's the latter. It's AirPods Pro, but it gets very confusing after a while.
Yeah.
It's a lot. But I'm having a like. I stick to the original sentiment with the AirPods Pro in that it's a good product.
Yeah.
The whole active noise canceling bit, thumbs up, 2 thumbs up. Like you guys innovated something that I didn't expect.
You guys.
Yeah, you Apple guys, you guys did it again. High five, thank you, Jony.
Yep.
But I have gone through the small, medium, and large fitments for.
I thought you said they fit you.
I went through all of them, but what I found myself doing with like the initial set with the mediums, like every now and then, it's kind of twisting the some bitches in my ear.
Why do they fall out?
They don't fall out. They just feel like they're on the cusp of falling out, and that's like a very unsettling position to think like.
Both ears or.
Intermittently, either one. Like this. I gotta check this one. I gotta check this guy. I look like I'm at an Indian wedding. Like over here, over there.
What are you doing when you're wearing these?
Not a goddamn thing. I have not been to the gym the entire time I've been back. Like maybe I've been sitting on my hands, just doing like jack diddly squat, and nothing is happening. And every now and then I'm just doing the same bit, thinking this shit's gonna fall out of my head, and. There's just something so reassuring about the original AirPods where I could just throw the shits in my head and just run around town and not even think for a second that they were going to fall out at any point. And now I'm constantly checking to the point where I've tried every fitment that they have and nothing has felt secure in the least bit. To the point where I actually tried taking the little cushions at the end of it out completely.
Can you wear it without it?
I think there's a way, but it's probably not going to be any more secure than what I've been experiencing to this point. So
this is the way.
This is the way. God, I wish there was a better way. I'm going to keep trying, but there may come a time where I just say to the missus, "Hey, by the way, I'm going to swap my more expensive AirPods Pro with yours. I'll take your old guys and just and be done with it because I don't know if I can be that guy continually checking and just feeling like a madman everywhere I go."
I don't disagree with you.
Oh shit!
I think that comes with the territory.
I thought we were gonna have to fight
first. No. I think that comes with the territory of being a noise canceling, right?
I guess.
Like to do a true noise canceling that's not like an over ear where it cups your ear. That means to cancel out the noise, it needs to fill your ear holes.
There has to be a ceiling.
So the only way to do it is with those freaking whatever they call it, those silicone tips.
But I'll say this, like I think I mentioned before, I had the ear-in, the precursor to what these AirPods are, but they're
were
the
they
earbuds.
No, I don't think so.
They had the same attachments, very similar attachments.
Oh, okay.
But
they stayed.
It was a literal bud. It didn't have like the hook that the AirPods had. It was just a bud. With the silicone fitments on the end, you shove them in your ear. I futz with those way less than I do with these AirPods.
Yeah.
And those things were awful. Like they were good when they worked, but the batteries died, so I became very sour on that entire experience. But as far as fit went, that thing was way more secure than what I've experienced with the AirPods. So it could be very psychological. It may just be a very new sensation going with these. This new design, but I had the love affair like within the first day or so, and then like things just slowly started to unravel. So I'm hoping this is just kind of getting used to a whole new experience. But I'm crossing the fingers and hoping we don't get to that point where I just chuck these things into the Potomac.
Yeah, I don't like those silicone tips because I again to how you started this, like. I absolutely still I love the AirPods Pro. I like what it's doing. It's still comfortable. It's just I do find the little silicone tips slightly annoying.
I think the the active noise canceling bit is also throwing off my equilibrium. I don't know if that's making this any worse, but like
It's so quiet.
It's a pressurization thing. I feel like I'm inside like an airplane cabin where like they blow out all the air and like you gotta hunker down for your 12-hour plane ride. But
I don't like.
It's very off-putting.
I don't like earbuds
it can be off-putting.
that has extra plastic that goes in your ear.
Yeah.
But it's like I'm asking for too much. Like I don't want to put that in my ear, but I want noise canceling because the sound is so much better.
God damn it! I miss my old AirPods.
But I like how easy the old AirPods. You just throw it in, and you know it's going to stay in. It's not going to be a problem, and it's comfortable. But you hear outside
Everything,
noise. I mean, so it's a trade-off. It's like,
a wait.
What do you want?
It's definitely a trade-off. I'm gonna wait and see. I'm gonna hope that I'll eventually just get used to it and adjust to the new design.
I just kind of wish they didn't come out with it. So, because now after you tried it, you're kind of spoiled. You're like, this is so cool. But it's like, so it's hard to go back to the old one.
It's so close.
Because I still have my old ones, unlike you. I can,
Thank you.
Like every once in a while, I put
Dick.
I put my old ones back on.
You want to trade those for a
And I'm
bottle of
like-
hot sauce?
I'm like, it's definitely more comfortable, but I can hear everything, and the sound isn't as good. So it's like, I don't know. I'm semi spoiled with the new stuff.
If anything, it's making me kind of yearn for the Power Beats Pro, like those things.
That's actually not that bad.
They're at the same price point, and evidently they have probably the same parameters. But
they're not considered noise canceling though, right?
Not noise canceling, but they've got all the other bells and whistles. So yeah, I yearn.
Do you yearn?
I yearn.
Very good.
But we'll see. I'm hopeful for the best. We'll see how this plays out. But I'm not so optimistic about the Cybertruck though. I said we wouldn't talk about this unless one of us actually put in a deposit, but I'm guessing that didn't happen. Either way, I think it actually debuted as we were finishing our last episode, and it's taken a ton of shit since then. It might be Judgment Day for Elon Musk. This may be his coup d'état, or what's the word I'm looking for? Like he may have jumped the shark on this one. Did he not?
I mean, the design was awful. I mean, it just looked like it was.
It's not for everyone.
You know, it's bad when Lego trolls you. Did you see their design?
No,
they just put a couple blocks and wheels on it, and they're like, "Hey, we have a design for Cybertruck too." So
I think I saw Boss Logic on Instagram like put the Silver Surfer on top of the design.
may as well have. Jeez.
It looks pretty much the same.
Well, I didn't see I know the hoopla or the big to do was that he had one of his designers or someone to throw a rock at the window to make sure it doesn't break, right? And it broke immediately. I was just like, no one really thought this through. What is happening? You don't do this unless you know it's not gonna
Initially, I was like, when I saw that, I was like, oh, some intern's getting fired where they put the wrong glass in there. Or something.
Exactly.
But did you see what he came out and said?
No. I didn't see it.
He was claiming that. So Elon Musk said, because of the dude that did he swung the sledgehammer at the door to test like how durable the thing is. He said when he hit it kind of disrupted something in the glass where it kind of pre-shattered it inside the door frame. Sure. So then when they threw
he's full of shit.
When they threw the ball, it was already broken, and then so he's like, they should have did it in the opposite order.
What did he say on stage? He's like, oh, I guess he threw too hard.
Yeah.
Let's try the back window.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But I think the only thing that I really wanted to bring up with the Cybertruck was
it's gonna be short.
I felt like, okay, in general, like, yeah, it was shocking, right? So what I thought was a little genius, but it's very like Elon Musk is, you can't come out and do a regular truck, right? There's no way you can come out and do another replica of like a Ford 150, and then put a Tesla thing and say it's an electric engine. So, I think for him to do something so outrageous, and
it had to be outlandish.
It really did to be an Elon Musk product. It had to be something totally different where, when you see it on the road, you're gonna know that's a Cybertruck. With the whole announcement to release the event, there's so much commotion about it on Twitter. They've gotten a shitload of like pre-orders and
Awful.
200,000.
Yeah, I mean for a truck that people are claiming is one of the ugliest thing that anyone has ever done, but I think there's something to it that I felt like it's on borderline like risky and genius that. It has like that Steve Jobs that I really like about it.
I just made that connection. Yeah.
He's willing to take chances, which I dig, man.
We know you dig. there's a Jony Ive hole in your soul right now.
So it's like, so I think that's where I think the Jony Ive and Steve Jobs balance each other out.
Jony Ive, goddammit, get it right.
Where Steve had the crazy ideas and Johnny like reeled it in and kind of they met in the middle where it was like a solid product.
So Elon
Musk doesn't have that relationship
There's
with
no
the
one
designer.
there. There's no one there.
He's just like, design me something.
He needs to DM Jony Ive right now.
So whatever he thinks up, they do. And, so I think he's...
You're saying it's a good calculated risk.
It is. It's great because I think they're going to make tons of money. They're going to sell tons of cars. And it showed that people are already reserving their spot for these cars.
But it's $100 and it's refundable.
And it's refundable.
So it's $900 less than what the deposit was for Model 3.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
and the fact that for $100 he knows that, and all the commotion that's coming out and like I think it's just well thought out that there's going to be enough buzz that
there's enough dickheads in the world.
Even if you get a quarter of the population into your product, you're going to make tons of money, and I think he's banking on that. And
aren't they losing money right now on the Teslas themselves? They're not making money right now, is what I hear on the Teslas.
I have no idea why, because you see tons of them on the road. There's nothing but great things to say about those cars. So it's like I have no idea why they're not making money, and that's why I think they're trying to pair them up with the business person to say like, okay, you can have your great ideas, but we need someone that's financially sound to work alongside you to help
reel you in. Yeah, for sure.
So that's his thing. I don't know if they're ever gonna figure it out, but
it doesn't seem like it.
So you're saying, hold on.
But I think he's crazy enough that. I don't know. There's just some cool things that he's doing that you just gotta respect, man.
I respect the fact that he's willing to take risks and go on a podcast and light up a split and drop the stock price 25%.
Amazing.
That's ballsy shit, and that's somebody who 100% believes in everything he's saying and doing. So like, kudos to him for doing that. I just don't know if he can do all the things that he thinks he can do, like I'm gonna send somebody to space. I'm gonna build a completely electric vehicle. He's dangerously close to being Icarus and flying too close to the sun.
He's getting really close.
He's one misstep away from really just sinking the golden goose and just like taking the whole ship down with him. So that's a lot of different metaphors I've strung together.
It's a lot.
But the fact that remains, like he's playing with fire, and at some point he's going to get burned. I don't think it's happened just yet, but there are enough questions now where people are kind of giving him the hairy eyeball and thinking maybe we won't jump right in with whatever he's telling us that he's correct.
I think there's enough people out there that's willing to give it a shot, so we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
I'm pretty sure people are willing to give Marvel another shot. Are they not?
Oh man. Of course.
Oh, I mean, come on.
Wait, so number one, we talked about the Black Widow trailer coming out this week, but this guy did not watch it.
I didn't watch it either.
I watched it.
Oh, wait, never mind.
Oh,
so
he didn't.
I didn't watch it.
I watched it.
So we're gonna do this horrible bit where we're gonna watch a movie trailer on the podcast.
No, you didn't have to. I mean, you could have talked about it and then.
No.
Perhaps.
You need to see this.
I guess. I didn't. This was preordained prior to me walking in here.
Do you want me to throw it on the TV
No,
screen,
please
or are
don't
you just
do
gonna
that.
watch it right
We'll
here?
just watch it right here.
Alrighty. Riggedy row.
Let's go.
Alright, it's like
Looks
Black
like
Widow looking at the
Istanbul.
middle.
There's dancers. They're doing ballet.
Fury.
This is the part that's not the montage. This is getting new.
Oh, the music. We know that guy.
Thunderbolt.
Okay. We knew that guy.
She's done running from her past, Jack. I want you to know that. She's embracing her past.
Oh, check this out, Jack. This is pretty cool.
Scissoring, 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 scissoring.
What is happening?
Damn, look at this. Oh, damn, that's awesome. Sis.
Natasha Romanoff has a sister.
This
Did
summer.
Did she change up her act? Ooh, look at that. Look at that outfit. It's an outfit change. Ooh, another outfit change.
The Black Widow is wearing white.
She's a white widow.
That was the Taskmaster, I believe.
Yep. Oh.
Still fits.
Red Guardian, right?
So needless.
Oh, how cool is that scene? Look at that. Hating. Hating.
Yeah, no.
Ooh.
By the way, they've already bumped up the release date.
No. Did they?
I think it's April 30th, or like, that's maybe a day or two earlier.
Oh.
That's fine. You make it sound like it
I
was
know.
like a month or
It's
two
the
early.
same crap that they do every time, like, oh, May 2020 Adventure. Oh, by the way, now it's April. Look out, bitches. Cancel your plans.
Cancel your plan.
The tickets you bought are no good anymore. Blah.
What do you guys think, man?
It looks good. Looks slick. I thought it was good.
Why are you hating so
Yeah,
much?
I'm not mad.
What's your problem?
I'm not
man?
hating him.
Hey.
God, it's so sexist. Man.
I'm so more jazzed up, so much more jazzed up for the James Bond No Time to Die trailer that came out.
die.
Okay,
like-
that's one that I didn't watch.
I didn't
Exactly.
watch that
Well, I didn't throw it out there for you guys to watch, but I watched that. I was like, holy shit, this is the culmination of that whole trilogy, and or trilogy quadrilogy. I don't know what the hell
There's
it is.
so many movies.
There's so many.
a
But
lot.
like, but the Black Widow thing is weird in that, like I was talking about it before I went to Big O and Dukes with one of the other listeners, and he was like, I don't know how to feel about this because like they're trying to relaunch from like the end of Endgame, but like it's like you're moving backwards from that into
That's
the
where
timeline.
I can't figure
It's a
out the
little-
timeline of like where this exists.
It's very I think it's supposed to be after Civil War.
Okay.
So it's kind of an in-between story. So it's exposition to what story you already know, or you think you know, but it's expounding on it. It's adding to it, and I don't know. Like, how do they advance the story from this point? Because this is the first movie that they're gonna have going into this next phase of Marvel films, and it's launching a new.
Right?
Second?
Technically? Isn't Spider-Man part
Well,
of
that was the end of
No, that
Phase
was
4.
the end. That was
Oh,
end of
the
phase.
end.
Yeah, that
so
was
this is
this
the
is-
first.
Someone didn't read the trades.
So this is the first
is-
one.
Movie of Phase
This
5.
is the
correct.
launch. Yeah, so it's a weird jumping off point where it's happening in the past, but we don't have any reason to doubt that Marvel can do it from that standpoint. It's just it's odd, and I don't know if there's any reason for me to be really excited from seeing what I saw. It just looks cool, and it looks like your standard Marvel film that's more focused on this one character that really hasn't gotten the exposure that she should have gotten.
Yeah.
So that part of it is nice to see, but other than that, am I supposed to be as like end game level excited? Am I supposed to be?
No,
I don't think
I don't,
so,
I don't
no.
think anyone will ever get that excited. It's gonna be a while before you get that excited for a Marvel flick.
I beat my dick when Iron Man trailer came out. You know that for sure. We were in your apartment in Alexandria, like, and all of a sudden, like, oh my god, they just dropped this at Comic-Con. Oh my god, Robert Downey Jr. is flying through the sky with his hands and his feet. Oh god.
But it's different. It's because those are iconic characters that we grew up.
No, they weren't. It was Iron Man.
You didn't know Iron Man?
No, you knew Iron Man,
You know
but he
Iron Man.
wasn't.
He wasn't iconic.
You did,
Prior to that, he wasn't like
No.
what he is now.
But You
I
gotta.
would say
He
that.
was like the Suicide Squad, and then all of a sudden he
No,
shows up and he's like,
I mean, but
no.
it was look if Iron Man was done poorly, you would not have the same reverence that you have for the character
right.
now. But he
he was
I
enough
beat
of.
my dick.
I would say he's enough of like.
That should not be the show title.
No.
He's one of the first tier level heroes. That
He's
you would
not
think
a
of.
first tier.
Back
level.
then, look.
Aside from the X-Men, the X-Men
But-
universe has tons of people. So you cut X-Men out, he's definitely one of the top tier Marvel characters.
He is now. You're retconning
now,
this whole
yeah,
thing.
it was he is now. But
How
prior
many
to
times
that,
did you take an Iron Man Marvel Masterpiece card and chuck it in the trash because you didn't need it?
You wanted X-Men, you wanted
be
Wolverine.
Cap.
You wanted Captain America.
You'll take Cap.
Spider-Man.
I base it on the video games I grew up playing, and if
There
they
were
were
Iron Man games.
yeah, remember that original was it the Avengers arcade game where you had
it the
Cap.
Was it? Oh wait, yeah, I did.
Yeah.
The fighting game?
The fight.
Yeah, the side-scrolling one.
Oh, okay.
He was
I
in
sort
there.
of remember that.
So it's like he was part of that. So I feel like anything that we were, I don't know, like we saw growing up. I feel like that's who we were taught to know that these are the top tier.
I kind of think that you're retconning it, like John had mentioned. I think I don't. Back then, he was not the top tier, and up until like the first Iron Man movie, like after that, because the movie was so good, I still watch it to this day. Grant, I still watch Iron Man. Like it'll just be playing.
Yeah.
But what up, TNT?
Yeah, but before that, he was not top tier. I mean, he was second tier.
I mean, I would say he's not a what? Obviously, Captain America.
Yeah.
Top tier.
Spider-Man.
Hulk.
Yeah, Hulk definitely.
Wolverine.
Yeah.
How many times did they try Hulk before Iron Man got his run?
Yeah.
They tried at least once, and that failed.
I want to agree with you, but I don't, man. Like
Screw you guys.
Okay, thanks.
But Black.
I'm glad he's taking this with a very level-headed approach.
I know.
No, screw you guys.
Jesus.
But I thought the trailer was pretty good.
It's fine. Like don't get me wrong.
I felt like they did right because I think of all the characters that we saw in this previous phase, Black Widow and Hawkeye was one of the ones that kind of
Hot guy.
Or that.
I want to see that. I want to see that Marvel character.
So those two were like the ones that were kind of brushed aside, right? Like they didn't put enough emphasis
Because they
on.
sucked.
Yeah, they really did. And then you saw in Endgame there was a little bit more of Black Widow, and you're like, okay, there may be more beyond that, and that's probably why they're going into the Black Widow movie. But I would say for the trailer that they pieced together of this movie, I don't know if the movie's going to be great, but from the scenes that they put together, it actually looks pretty damn good, man.
The trailer looks great.
It looks pretty entertaining.
It's slick. Yeah.
I love the scene with the interaction between her and her sister. It's awesome. The costumes look great.
The chick who plays her sister is going to be a freaking mega star.
Right?
Store? She's gonna be a mega store.
She's a
Like
mega
Costco.
Yeah. She
hell,
played
man?
she played Paige in the Fighting with My Family movie.
Oh, that was her?
That was her.
Oh.
And she also she was in another movie called Midsummer. Which, yeah, it's like a weird Scandinavian horror flick. Like it's batshit crazy. I think.
Pass.
No, it was. What was that movie? God, it's gonna come to me later on. But there was another horror film that came out, kind of obscure, kind of indie. This is kind of like an extension from the same director, and it'll come to me at a later point. But yeah, that chick's gonna be huge. But yeah, I see this as a jumping off point for her. That'll be a big deal.
No, I think because it's jumping into the new phase. I think to introduce new characters. I think it could be. I don't know her storyline. I don't know her.
It's probably not gonna run that long.
I don't know if like it has.
If we know where Black Widow ends up, there's really not much. There's really
There's
not
no
a
sequel.
roadmap.
I can't imagine them having a sequel.
There's no roadmap for David Harbour after this. I'm just saying.
But based on the trailer, you would feel like there's a lot more for this Red Guardian character, right? It's
Hopper.
Hopper.
Hopper!
Damn
it!
He stole the trailer, you know.
Of course.
And I just felt like there's going to be like more to this character. Like you're going to see more
hope
beyond
so.
this movie.
You just hope he's not comic relief, right?
I hope not.
He's so much better than that.
Like they say he's like what the Russian Captain America. So it's
The
like
Russians.
you know, I don't know. It's like, so you would expect
Steel
more out of
feats.
him. So I hope he's not this fat, overweight comic relief kind of. They do that all.
Hereditary. Sorry,
What?
that's
I
the
heard
other
that
one.
was really good.
Yeah.
Is that the movie you're talking about? Oh, okay.
Yeah, Hereditary.
All right.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
You couldn't just wait until like.
I had to know. Steel feats.
I don't really care. She's not that interesting, but I think they did a good job to. And Marvel never lets you down. I feel like they typically do a really great job at pulling these things together.
You know what did let me down?
Ant-Man.
No, knocked it out of the park on every occasion. No, when they did the movie that kind of felt like the Black Widow film, Red Sparrow, starring Jennifer Lawrence.
When was this?
That came out years ago, dude.
That was a Marvel flick?
No, not a Marvel flick. No, it very much had the trappings of what you would expect to be a Black Widow film, which was a Russian spy syndicate where they train these girls to be international spies. And not only that was the premise of the movie. They had J-Law topless in that movie, and I could not forget that movie fast enough after it ended. Like, it was so like it made zero impact on me whatsoever. She was. But I'm telling you,
TOPLESS.
precisely. You would think that would just stick with me for the rest of time, but for some they failed so horribly in that endeavor that it
What's
just
the
made.
time code?
Watch the whole damn movie. I don't know. That
He
tells
knows.
you how much of an impact it made. I didn't remember the exact minute where she ripped it all off.
What's the movie?
Red Sparrow. Yeah. I would say check it out. I would say check it out, but it's really not that good of a movie, honestly. And they had all the pieces to it. Like, they had a good male protagonist to go with it, and obviously J-Law topless. So yeah, check it out at your peril. It's really not that good at all. I'm hoping Marvel does justice to the character the way that Red Sparrow did not. So
It should be fine.
yeah, I would think. All right. Well,
Excellent.
I think we've run well past our time tonight. Ice is googling J-Law's boobs.
Feverishly.
Oh my god. And her butt.
I found it.
Well, all right. Well, I guess we know what we're gonna do for the next hour after this show ends. Well, I say thank you. Happy post-Thanksgiving to you both.
That's me.
Yeah, you
Thank
should
you.
probably do some things now. We gotta.
Sorry, guys.
We're getting tighter as we go. My God. Well,
Red Sparrow, everyone.
is there any way we can profit from viewing some Red Sparrow at all?
Not at all.
You let me know how this whole thing works out.
If we can get people to buy Red... Oh my god, look at this scene.
Would you just let us conclude?
Don't play it on there.
That's a hell of a tease. I'm just saying.
If you can get people to buy Red Sparrow through our link, then yes.
No.
Do we have an iTunes link?
Yeah, we
Still?
do.
All right. If you want to check out Red Sparrow and be
Why?
I-
Why?
Look at this whole...
That's why, evidently. If you want to check out
Apparently.
Red Sparrow, any
Apparently.
movies on iTunes, make sure you do it through our link on the badslant.com/
It's a prawn.
support thing or whatever. I don't know what the hell they just said.
Instacop.
I'm out of here. Good night, guys.
Peace.
Bye-bye. This scene is crazy.